So it is Friday night and I haven't vlogged anything this week. It's been a very basic, boring week. We haven't done anything exciting. But I got a wild hair. And I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but then I rewatched the yes. My Wi-Fi was out on my TV. Anyway, I watched a tutorial last night and I'm like, we could do this. We could do this. So I'm going to try to make my first ever quilt. We're gonna do a rag quilt, which is the easiest thing you can do. So, what I did, and let me tell you my plan, and there might be a part, I had YouTube on and it just completely shut off on itself. There might be a part of me that watches this back when I'm editing and is like, oh, naive little Jessica. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so my plan, because I hate cutting, it's the worst part of sewing, is to use a layer cake. So if you do not know much about sewing, a layer cake is 42, is it? Yeah, 42 10 by 10 pre-cut pieces. So you don't have to cut them. This one is from Moda. This is Dog Days, and it's got all these different designs. I mean, you'll see it better later, but look at all the dogs. And then my boss had the most perfect flannel for the backing. Are you kidding? Look at these dogs. And so it's gonna go so well together. And these are two, this is Riley Blake, so they're two completely different designers. But even just looking at them together, oh, it's gonna look so good. If all goes as planned, it's gonna look so good. So what I'm doing is two things of flannel. So I went to Walmart and just got the cheap flannel for the inside of the quilt, because I'm not gonna pay for designer fabric when you're not really gonna see but a ½ inch, and it's gonna be on the frayed part, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, it'll make sense in the end. So I got a couple of these, just red, because there is red throughout the layer cake, and there's also red kind of accents on this. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope that my measurements are gonna work out. Look, I haven't done this before. We're in this together. So what my plan is, again, this might be like naive little Jessica, is to do 5 rows across, 7 rows down. So that'd be 50 by 70 because these are 10 inches, but then there's seam allowances, so not really, it would be like 9, talking through this. So 45 by 63-ish. I don't know. I could get it 5 across and think it's too big or too small. We'll see. I'm going to sew these. So I'm very nervous. So what you do is you sew the quilting cotton, the inside, and the backing together in squares. But I have to cut this and this into 10-inch squares because this is already cut. So that's step 1. And if I do 5 by 7, that's 35 squares, but you have to, so I'll have to cut out 70 squares because I gotta have a lining and a backing. Oh gosh. Okay, we can do hard things. This, like, just looking at all of them together though, it does look really good, so I am really excited for how it's gonna turn out. That's very exciting. So we went to Walmart to get these, and while we were there I stocked up on some nails. The only nails that I use are the Impress press-ons. Oh, and I'm gonna use white thread because this is white it does, you know, the back's gonna show. And then this has a bunch of different colors throughout, but I thought, you know what, white is the easiest, so we'll do white thread. So I bought white thread, but I stocked up on my nails. The only nails I use are the Impress press-ons. I love them, I swear by them. So I do need to put some on tonight before work tomorrow. So I got red, just a classic. Is it gonna focus? Just a classic red. This one is called Golden Harvest. That's a weird name for red. This one is called Positive. It's got little hearts down here, and I will show them on my nails when I put them on. Okay, then we just got a good old classic black. See, that focused. And then these are what I'm gonna put on because next Saturday at work we are having a Galentine's party on the 7th, and these are called Couturgis. And it looks like little bows in the middle, and then it's got little gems on the top and a little pink flower. These are gonna look really cute. So these are what I'm gonna put on tonight. They'll still be on next week for the event. And then I got Frida McFadden's new book, Dear Debbie. So the last book of hers I read was Do Not Disturb. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. But I am a big fan of her books. And right now I'm trying to, I don't have a lot of time to read. But what I started reading was The God of the Woods, the book that Taylor Swift was listening to in the documentary. And it's really good. I mean, I started it and I was hooked. So, I get it, Taylor. But, okay, that is everything. Let me put these up. I'm not going to make you watch me cut 70 squares, but I'll probably film a little bit of it. That was a nightmare. I have 2 squares, I think. Is this one done? Yes. We have 2 squares done. That's it. We need to do 33 more of this print. So we busted out my electric cutter. She's pink. And we're gonna try and do it that way because my wrist is not gonna go for this for 70 squares. The electric cutter does not work because I can't get my ruler and it under, and there's like a gap. Anyway, we've cut many 10-inch squares. They're so cute. Now we have to do the same thing over again with the red. I need to check and see if I have a sharper rotary blade, because in the video I watched she was like doubling it up and getting like 8 squares at a time, but my rotary blade can't get through, so I'm having to do 4 at a time. It takes a lot longer, obviously. Double the time. But I got, if you're watching this and you want to do a rag bow, which please don't listen to me as your guide, but I got 3.5 yards of the fabric, and I have about 22 by 13 piece left, or I guess 13 left, and that gave me 3 mess up squares. So 3.5 yards was the right size to go with for the backing. For the quilt I want to make, and then these come in 1.5 yard bundles, so I got 3 of them, so I will definitely have more of this left over. And I do have a lot of scraps. You can see all of this, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about waste so much as I am worried about all of this coming together how I want it to. So I think tonight I would just like, what time is it? It's like 9:25 and I have to work tomorrow, so I think what I'm gonna do is cut the red and then go put my nails on, which takes like 20 minutes or so. But my wrist hurts. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen and maybe buy a better rotary cutter because I'm just using this Fiskars one. I kind of want that true cut one that like hooks onto the ruler and is like bent. I think we have one of those at the shop. I'll look tomorrow. I'm spending a lot of money on this quilt. Okay. But the flannel is so soft and cozy. Like, I'm just so ready for the finished product. Also, tomorrow I don't know that I'll do that much because I have a very long day at work tomorrow. Because I have to do a show and get it all out same day. So that always takes a while. But anyway, I'm gonna have to rearrange a little bit and move my sewing machine down on my table so I have enough room on the left side to have a whole quilt. So we will have to do a little rearranging, which I might try and do on Sunday while Scott's here so he can help me with that. But I'm going to get into this red. Oh, this is not as, I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised, but the Riley Blake flannel is a lot softer than this, so I'm glad this is just going to be the inside. I mean, you'll still see it, that's why I got the red, but yeah, that's not, obviously, Walmart fabric is not going to be as good a quality as design. Like, this is so soft. Every time I touch it, I'm just excited for the back of the blanket to be cozy. Also, I don't have a space to like lay this out, so I think I'm gonna have to do it on our bed and just shut the door so no animals can get in there. But that is down the line. Okay, we got more steps before we're doing that, because after we cut all these, the next step is to sew the squares together. So we'll take our cloth, can I talk? We'll take our quilting cotton, our inside, and our backing, and we will do an X on the square to stitch them all together. But first we have to mark them all so that it's a straight line going across, and because those stitches will also show on the back, so it's going to be a whole thing. And if you're a seasoned quilter, this is like no big deal for you. So I am not, clearly. So we have a lot more steps before we're laying it out, basically, is the point. So I'm going to start cutting. I am almost halfway through cutting the red. I just opened my second package. It went a lot farther than I thought. I've done like 19 squares, but this fabric sucks. So the quality is just not there, and it's not cut like evenly like the Riley Blake. So I had a couple squares that just were too small. They're not gonna work. So live and learn. I will do something different on the inside next time. But I'm getting tired. It is 10:22 and I took a little bit of a phone break, let the dogs outside, went to the bathroom. But yeah, I'm gonna knock this out, do my nails, and then probably go to bed. squares are quilted. I don't know if you can see. They've got the X. We've put them together. They've got the cotton and then 2 things of flannel. And I forgot to film, but Scott and I just figured out the layout and the design of how the quilt's gonna go, so I'll put in a picture here. And now I'm going to sew the first row together, and then we will sew the rows together, and that is it. We'll do, well then we'll sew all around the outside, and that's it for sewing this quilt, which is insane. So then we start doing a couple more steps after that, which will probably be done tomorrow. But I'm so excited. It's Monday night, so this video is gonna go up late. Well, not tonight, but it's gonna go up late. It's like 6:40, so we'll see how long this takes us. This is the last row. So I came over to stick it in my pile, and someone is already laying on the quilt. Rivers, what are you doing? This is not a bed for you. What? Mentioned a product name, but would invite people to join her in an 8-day challenge to He begs to differ. At first I thought it had something to do with the classes, but soon I'm gonna need those piles. She was selling Singular. That on its own made me roll my...
Go.
This is it, my very first quilt ever, and she's all done, and here she is.
Woo!
Here's the back.
Zoom in.
Oh.